You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. As long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. As long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in. You get out what you put in.
Oh, here we are. It's another Monday. We've got Gavin in the house. How the devil are you, sir?
I'm very, very well, and I do apologise. Jamie won't be with us today.
We can hear him in the background chatting away. Busy times for you guys.
Very, very busy. Obviously, we're now 5 weeks and 2 days away from the show. Ahead on every metric that we can possibly be kind of measuring the success of the event. Really exciting. Like really, really exciting.
Yeah, we're going to change it to BuzFest because every time I talk to people, there is a real buzz about BizFest, mate.
There is. And we're getting reports back. Obviously, we've got our ambassadors. We've got some incredible ambassadors. I've got to give them a shout out. I did give them a shout out on Friday on LinkedIn, but Louise McGuill, Jeanne Dingwall, Charlotte Phillips-Lynn, Aisling McGill, Amy Sugaru, Sarah Cook, Daz Stevens, Odessa Sherrard. Sorry, bear with me 1 second.
You mean Odessa Wilson?
Odessa Wilson, sorry, yes, Odessa Wilson, and Katie Arscott, Yvonne Williams, and Hannah Mepstead. The feedback we're getting from those guys, like when they're going out there networking in different networking groups all across the Southwest, like there is a real buzz, real excitement around the event. So yeah, really, really excited.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. And the reason is, it's exciting. It's new. And you guys are doing an amazing job of getting in some brilliant speakers, some brilliant events, and an amazing array of local businesses coming to shout about what they do and just network and catch up with people. Yeah, completely.
I mean, to give you a bit of an idea, I mean, this month alone, we have brought on 19 new businesses.
There is going to be a lot of FOMO, isn't there?
I'm telling you, yeah. I mean, you know, what we're saying to people now, because we've just signed up Exeter City Football Club.
Nice. What do they do?
Yeah. Well, actually, they're actually promoting their corporate hospitality side of the business.
Fantastic.
So they're really looking to push into that. But I mean, those guys, you know, they and I hope I'm not speaking out of turn when I say this, but I don't think they've ever done a business event in the Southwest. But they've seen all the branding, they've seen the messaging, they've seen the community that's starting to build, and they've gone, there's a chap over there called Tom Wemborne, and I spoke to him briefly. James obviously had main conversations with him, but he was just like, we can't not be involved in this. Like, this is our hometown. You guys are like, you're everywhere. We have to be there. And we're hoping, I can't say who it is, but we've got another organization very similar to Exeter City Football Club. That's without giving too much away. Who we
know who you're talking about now.
But yeah, we're hoping they confirm this week as well. But it's been, I mean, you know, we are, you know, trying to keep up. Like, I've got my team. I've got lovely Hannah and Vicky who work with us here in the office, and those girls, like, trying to keep up with the comments, and you know, the feedback when people are sharing stuff from the main page is just insane, in a good way.
No, perfect. Right. Well, talking of exhibitors, I'm gonna open up the door and let them all in. Gavin, great to catch up with you, and well done. If I'm listening to this and I'm thinking I need to book, is there still space for me?
There is still space. Now, obviously, as you know, Ashley, integrity is a big part of what we do. We're never, it's true, we're never going to say, we've only got 3 stands left. We've only got 5 stands left. We're never going to do that. At the moment, we're about 75% filled, which for us, as a launch event, you know, obviously, considering what happened with the previous event, as a launch event is just absolutely incredible. And that 75% is 75% of the entire West Point Exeter. We haven't cordoned off a big area and gone, 75% of that. It's 75% of the entire show. We are going to be
space to fill, mate.
Big space, yes. And one other thing I did want to mention, I can't give too much away about this today, but working alongside Mark Walters from Mark Set Go, We are about to launch something aside from a part of BizFest, but aside from BizFest. So all I would say to everyone is keep an eye on the socials. If you're not following BizFest Southwest on LinkedIn, please do, because we're going to be going live with something really, really, really exciting today.
It's today, is it? It's today. You're not going to launch it on this show. Right. Okay. I cannot wait.
Yes.
I cannot
Yes.
wait. Right. Fantastic. Right. I'm going to leave you go. Thanks ever so much for joining us. And I'm going to bring in our lovely guests this week. They are, in no order, Stephen, Faye, Sarah, and Charlotte. So you're all tiny because you're all squeezed up. Hello, guys. How are you?
Hi.
Hello. Lovely to be here.
No, isn't it great?
Yeah.
Isn't it great? Who's excited for BizFest?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Doesn't work putting your hands up on the podcast, but we can all see those lovely, lovely smiling faces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the room and just pick on anybody. So so I'm going to go with Sarah. Who are you? What do you do, please, Sarah?
Hello, my name's Sarah, and I'm an affiliate marketer for Enagic, who produce 3 products: water products, a shower filter, a water filter, and an EMF reducer.
An EMF reducer. What's that? Is that like seismic?
Well, it reduces electromagnetic interference caused by phones and Wi-Fi and laptops. So
okay. There's a lot.
Like something you just put in your house and just
that.
Yeah.
No, absolutely fantastic. And Faye, you work with Sarah, is that right?
I do indeed. So yes, we'll be sharing a stand together, and we will be, pioneering the health and wellness flag on the day.
Fantastic. That's what we need. Stephen, what are you? What are you, and where do you? Who are you, and where do you do what you do?
Well, I'm the business development manager for a company called Southwest North, and we do everything to do with property. So anything from building, designing properties, all the way up to managing and feeding people in these properties, and work for a long time in the Southwest, but pretty much no one will have heard of us.
No, but they will know of you if they go to a building and everything works perfectly.
Yes, we do. We do a lot of things in local government, schools, hospitals, things like that. So all over the place at the moment.
Oh, fantastic. Well done. We will be digging into that a little bit later. And Charlotte, last but no means least, how are you? Where are you? What do you do?
Hi, yes, I'm Charlotte, and I run I'm an independent travel agent, but my business is called Curated Getaways. So I absolutely love envisioning, planning, and creating personalized travel experiences for my clients.
Oh, fantastic. Sounds wonderful. Right. We're going to definitely talk holidays today. Guys, you've all bought a stand. You're all going to be at BizFest. So why is it so important that you are coming to business? And let's go to Faye first.
Well, it's so exciting to be in person with people. And so the products that we're looking to share are really going to appeal to those in the holistic lines, anything that appeals to people with, eco-friendly, low tox, living, sustainable, all these kinds of things. That's who we're going to appeal to. And we're just really looking forward to being present and waving the Enagic flag and being available for people to come and connect to us, come and say hi and learn more.
No, fantastic. And Sarah, so you're going to be with Faye. Why is it we need to filter our water?
Well, there's a few reasons. It's not a filter as such. It actually produces electrolyzed reduced water, which is loaded with the antioxidants, and also it delivers superior hydration for your body. So it's not about filtering out the bad stuff. It filters out some of it, but it's more about putting in the good stuff.
Oh, wow. How does that all work then?
Well, how does that work? Well, it's a hospital grade Japanese filter system with titanium plates. So it puts in oxidized water. So it oxidizes the water for you to then drink or perfect. Then to shower in.
And can you taste the difference?
I can. My children can. They now drink water. They didn't before, but they love this water. You can see the bubbles in it as well.
Nice. So it looks fresh and healthy. And obviously, showering in the water, that must give you benefits as well. Is that right?
It's definitely, yeah. Well, it's got it comes with activated charcoal, which filters out the chlorine and some other nasties, and it also has minerals in it, like from hot spring minerals. So that makes it hydrates your body as well. So.
And does that make the water a little bit softer, so I don't need to use so much shampoo?
You definitely don't. No, you don't need to use soap or shampoo with this.
Oh, fantastic! Right, and we need to talk. We need to talk. Stephen, so why is your company going to be at BizFest then?
Well, for us, it's about shouting about who we are to a completely new market. Well, not completely new, a reasonably new market, and we've been looking at a lot of shows over the last few years and not really come across one that works for us for the whole demographic of who we work with. So having BizFest looking at the Southwest, not just Exeter or not just Devon, gives us that ability to see more people, meet more people, and really shout about who we are and what we stand for. And there's a lot of synergies between what BizFest are trying to achieve and what we do, and that's why it resonated with us a lot, and we're really excited about being there. I'll be there with a colleague of mine, at least one, we may be more, and we're hopefully going to bring some nice tech to see as well.
Oh, perfect. So what with this tech, what will that be?
There's lots of different. We're looking at a lot of different things we can bring, but we've got systems that allow for us to map out a building. So it allows for floor plans to be more exactly measured and provided to our clients. But also on the other side, the sort of the dirty side of it, the cleaning side, there's a lot of new tech out there that makes life easier for everybody. So we're just looking at what we can bring to show people on the event.
We could spend the whole show talking about facilities management, couldn't we? Because it is absolutely huge. So we'll dig in a little bit, but we'll dig in a little bit deeper. I'm just going to quickly say hello to everybody who are shouting out on the side there. We've got Lucy's watching. Hi, Lucy, and also Michal. And if anyone's got any questions for our guest, then please shout out. Charlotte, how many people do you meet don't want a holiday?
Who doesn't want a holiday?
Yeah.
I'm selling the dream, and
you're living the dream, aren't you?
Say it again.
You're living the dream too, aren't you?
Yes, I love it. I love everything I do. I love selling holidays, the research, and finding clients exactly what they want. So for me, being part of BizFest, I feel like it was last year. It was really early when I decided to have a stand, and I really want to get out there, and I really want to promote my business, my brand, that I'm a little bit different, and for me, building relationships and connections. So not only is BizFest about exhibiting and showcasing our kind of businesses to everybody that comes in on the day, but I've absolutely loved the connections that I've already built up with attending some pre-networking events with meeting these other lovely, amazing business people. So for me, it was about relationships and those connections pre and during and post this amazing event.
That's a great point to make, because if we stay in our own business premises, and I'm sure I just heard the food truck coming to one of the local businesses in the background. But the thing is, right, if we just stay there, we're not going to meet anybody else, and nobody else is going to know about us unless we're doing amazing things on LinkedIn or coming on podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, it is an absolutely fantastic opportunity. So here's the thing. Question for you. When I go on holiday, I could just book it online. So what is the benefit? And I know the answer because we've had a lovely chat, but come on, explain it to everybody else. Why we need a Charlotte in our lives?
I think, for me, I get to know my clients. One of the services that I do offer is I meet with my clients, not only for me to understand what they're looking for out of a holiday, but also personally wise as well. And when you mentioned online, and things, people have a choice now, a lot of choice where they book. I've been in the industry a long time, 20 plus years. I know you're going to say I don't look old enough.
I was going to say something like that, but yeah, you saved me the hassle. Thank you.
People do have a choice now, and I think it's those little personal touches throughout that I kind of take care of. It's the finer details that I take care of, but that's understanding and knowing my clients. And I think people really think, when you think of an independent travel agent, the first thing people always say is, "Oh, you're more expensive," and I'm like, that's not the case, because I work with hundreds of suppliers that I can really kind of tailor and bespoke find you exactly what you're looking for. And that allows me then to, I can, if it comes to it and you want a package, I will book a package. Most of the time I can match or beat what's online. But then you've got my service throughout that whole thing, and you're only dealing with me all the way through. So I think that's really important to kind of get across, that people do think, oh, because I'm independent, I'm more expensive. Well, that's not always the case. If anything, sometimes I am cheaper. It's just, again, getting to know my clients, finding out what their needs are, and then working from there.
I think the biggest thing about booking a holiday is just the stress. Am I good? Is this hotel any good? What are those flights like? And all those, I hate holidays because of all of that stress beforehand.
What?
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
in your life.
I do. Absolutely. Lucy, you must have booked a holiday for Lucy, because she's saying you are amazing at what you do. So that's really good to hear. That's really good to hear. So okay, we're all going to be networking. We're all going to be catching up with people. What are your suggestions? I'm going to go with Steve first. What are your suggestions for networking and meeting people and connecting with people?
I think just get yourself out there. It's not as scary as you think. Networking it gets you to see a lot of new, different people that you wouldn't necessarily see in your LinkedIn network. It's always, or not always, but it's a lot of the same people. Getting out to things like BizFest and the other networking events locally gets you that to see new people and learn. It's all about learning and meeting new people. It's not about going out there and giving out a business card. It's about meeting and learning and just chatting.
Yeah,
but just
absolutely.
The biggest piece of advice: just get out there and do it. It's not as bad as it sounds.
My philosophy is, what's the best that can happen? Hey, Stephen.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it.
So where are you actually based, Stephen?
So we're in Soughton, in Exeter.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we've got
bang in the centre of Exeter.
Yes. Yeah. But with our business, there's people all over Devon. So we employ, in the southwest, we employ upwards of 1,000 people in and around.
Oh my goodness.
So we've got a lot of people all over the southwest. So although our HQ is in Exeter, we're not Exeter focused. We're all focused.
Awesome. And what are the main mistakes that we're making with our buildings and maintaining them? Again, bear in mind we're only half an hour here today.
Yeah. How long have we got? It's not looking at value, as opposed to most people who look at cutting costs, and it's easy. Yeah, you can cut, say, cleaning quite easily because no one ever sees a cleaner. But you start doing that, and you have a lot of knock-on issues with the state of the building not being as new as it can be, illness and all that. So for me, the biggest mistake is about cutting your costs in the wrong place. There's lots of other areas of looking at costs, and if you work with the right facilities company or the right property consultancy, you'll actually save money in the long run. Now, it's not all about money, because there's a lot of parts that go into what we do, but that's what I'm seeing. And particularly now, money's tight, budgets are being reduced. Everyone's looking at, the easiest thing is to cut cleaning. It's easy. Anyone can clean. We all do it at home. But when you're cleaning in a commercial building, it doesn't work like that. And then the same with catering. You can cut costs. You can reduce your food quality. You can buy food from Asia and all that. And that's fine. People can do that. Lots of people do it. If you want to do it well, we shouldn't be doing that. We should be looking at using more local ingredients, reducing those food miles, and being better value, providing better food for either the young people that we cater for or the adults that we cater for in cafes and things. So it's about where you're spending your money, and that's the biggest mistake I see all the time.
No, that's a great bit of advice. Thank you for that. Health benefits, Faye and Sarah, of using your products. Why should we be, using those products then?
Okay, so firstly, water, we are 70% water. Therefore, it makes sense to address water quality. Often people talk about food, but actually we're primarily water. And Kangen water, the word Kangen, it means return to origin. So the idea is that, we are creating a water that is natural and fresh, like spring water. Kangen, it's a brand name, like Sarah mentioned before, of electrolyzed reduced water. So for anybody wanting to do their own research on that before the event, that's what you would look up. And it's full of molecular hydrogen. So health benefits, I suppose the quickest way to sum it up would be Kangen is known for its antioxidant properties. It's known for its alkaline water, which delivers that hydration, which is wonderful because as humans, we're always fighting oxidation, acidity, and dehydration, essentially. That's what we're looking to combat.
Perfect. And will you be having any samples on your stand? Will we be able to come over and taste this amazing water?
I'm hoping so. I've bought some bags to bring some. There's these special bags so we can run some off at Sarah's house before we leave and come and join you all on the day. Unknown how much of that to bring, actually. That could be interesting.
Well, there's going to be over 2,000 people there, and I'm sure they're all going to want to try your amazing water.
Yeah, how much water are we going to have to bring for that, do we think? Yeah, we should be putting that out as a question on LinkedIn.
Yeah, that would make a great poll, a great idea. Maybe something that Gavin and Jamie could help with. Maybe you could be near a water supply. Is that right? You plug it into a water supply.
That would be actually easier to hook up to a supply. I don't know if that would be viable, but that's a great question.
It is worth having a chat with Gavin and Jamie, and the way they are. I'm sure they could make something work. So,
because the device literally can fit onto any tap. There's a series of attachments, so maybe.
All right, so I'm going on holiday. So Charlotte's booked me this amazing holiday. I'm going somewhere, all singing, all dancing. Okay, can I take one of your devices with me to make sure that I'm still drinking decent water?
You can, yeah. You can. It's quite bulky, but I know a lot of people from our teams do take them on holiday because once you start drinking this water, you don't want to drink anything else. I go away, like I went away this weekend and I forgot my bottle of water and I had to buy a bottle in the shop and I pretty much didn't drink water all weekend just because I couldn't cope with the thought of drinking bottled water.
Okay.
It makes such a difference, this water. It's huge.
Well, some people only drink bottled water. They won't drink the tap water. Some people have got some sort of filter on their water. Other people like me, I don't care. I drink out of puddles. So I don't really. It's just a joke. but the thing is, what is the difference in taste?
It just tastes purer. It's just, water, it doesn't really have much of a taste, does it? But it just is pure. Like it depends where you go, but some places you can like taste the chemicals in the tap water, and they've got that metallic tang to them. This just tastes pure.
Oh, perfect. Right, back to you, Charlotte. Back to you. Favorite holiday destination and why? Oh, hang on. Sorry, I muted you. There we go. I'll unmute you. There you go.
What did you say? Apologies.
I said, what is your favorite holiday destination and why?
I thought you might ask me this. This is really hard because I've traveled very extensively across the world. But I would probably say at the minute, my current one would be Thailand, purely because I've just come back from there last month. I love the people. I love the culture. I love the beaches. And yeah, it's just something about Thailand that makes you feel at home. That's probably my top one. That's a really hard question though, because I really always struggle to answer it. Because like I said, I've been to some amazing places.
Yeah, no, I've been quite lucky in some of the places I've been, and I've done a safari. I've been skiing in a mountain, and they're all very totally different holidays, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I was chatting to my wife over the weekend, and I said, "What about Florida?" Because you talk about taking the kids somewhere, and that would be the last place she'd like to go. So when you ask favorite holiday destination, they're so very different. Yeah.
And like I said, I've done really, really closely behind, probably would have been Canada. I've done the Icefield Parkway and done the Rocky Mountaineer, and like hired a car and just drove down and went via like Whistler and Banff and Lake Louise. And I'm a sucker for a view. So anyone that knows me, like if I've got a view, then I'm happy. And those views out there, it's just, and then also just see like the bear. I'm really lucky. I got to see bears. And you always know when a bear's coming down on the Icefield Parkway is a main road from Whistler down to Calgary. And when there's a bear, because literally everyone just stops. I mean, it's not even like anyone's bothered. Like the cars just literally stop. And then then that you're at that point where you can see one. So that has to be really closely behind for me, really close.
Yeah, very, very difficult to pinpoint the one thing. Now, Thailand, that's a bit of a trek. So how long's the flight to Thailand?
Yeah, I mean, we flew from London and we did a direct flight, and that was about 11.5 hours. But if you're going via somewhere with another airline, then it can be 14, 15 hours each way. So it's a pretty long flight.
You can't fly from Exeter, can you?
I wish.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest question I get asked a lot is, can I fly from Exeter? And I get that, it's very local. But yeah, unfortunately, there's only a couple of airlines that fly out of there. But there's a really good new route that's just come out of KLM at the end of March. So that's opening up another world to Amsterdam. So that's a new route, which is brilliant. And I just wish more people more airlines could fly from Exeter. It would be amazing for us. Local.
Yeah, what's stopping them?
I don't know. I'm speculating here, but I think it might have something to do with costs, flying programs, because I know with Exeter Airport that TUI predominantly hold the main kind of flying program out of there. I think it's to do with a few things, aviation, a bit of everything, really.
That's a real shame because living down here, I'm not complaining. I love living down here. We are so lucky, and sometimes you sort of like think, why do we need to go on holiday? But when we do, it's a bit of a trek, isn't it? Which is
if you're going further afield, London it is. But yeah, I think Bristol is a good alternative for Europe, so that kind of helps. But again, we're still an hour-ish away, aren't we? So yeah,
absolutely. Guys, that has been the quickest show in the world. Just going to go around the room, just a quick bullet point as to why we should come and see you at your stand and remind us what you do. So Sarah Faye, who's going to do it for your team?
I'll go.
Go on.
Faye, I'll let you.
So I would just say, I'd really love people to come and visit. It's Enagic, the company that we supply, we're direct sales for. They're a 50-year-old company. They're in 26 countries with 43 locations. So really long established, reputable and well thought of. And we, any questions you'd like to come and run by us, try out the water, give it a whirl, and we'd love to see you.
Perfect. We'll definitely come over and try your water. Thanks ever so much. Stephen, your turn, sir.
Well, I say come and meet us, come and speak to us and see how we can help you, because there's probably loads of questions about so much that we do, and we're all about helping people. That's what we do as a business. All the other stuff's secondary. It's about making people's lives better. So if you've got a new building, you don't know how to get it designed or where to start, come have a chat. If you've got a problem with what you're delivering from a catering perspective, or you want to come and ask me about Hoovers, I'm all up for that. So whatever you want, just come and speak to us.
Fantastic. The thing about Hoovers, they suck, don't they?
They do.
Sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Going on
there. Charlotte, why should we come and see you at BizFest?
For me personally, yeah, just to kind of meet me and get to know me and talk holidays. Like you said, who does not want to talk about holidays? But also you might have like questions around pre-travel, why, you know, you might have a holiday book for this year and want some advice. Or you want, you know, you don't like doing that research and it takes up your time. That's where I can come in. I love doing that research and just giving you my top tips, my recommendations on destinations. And I have got a little bit on my stand, a little bit, I hope it's immersive. It's just trying to bring out that travel experience. I'm not giving too much away, but I would just say if you come to my stand, you can be in the moment and experience the destination for itself, or some destinations for itself.
Perfect. Oh, that sounds great fun. Right, looking forward to meeting you all. Are you guys all going to the event? Where is it? Totnes?
20th of March.
Yeah, thank you. We're all going there. Yeah, see you there.
Absolutely.
Because that's why we joined, isn't it, Charlotte? We've got to go to those events. Right, so next week we have got Paul, Emma, and Tyrone. They're going to come in and have a good old chat with us about what they're doing at BizFest and how they're running their businesses. So looking forward to meeting them next week. But guys, thank you so much for being awesome guests. Thank you, and see you all next week.
Thanks, Ash.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You get out what you put in. Never gonna lose, never gonna win. Long as you're happy, you're always gonna grin. You get